Hello, everybody. It's Julie D from NordoniaHills.news, and welcome to Jabbering with Julie. Hello, hello. So, before I get into local stuff, the Browns beat Tampa Bay in overtime. Woo-hoo. I can't believe it. We shut down Tom Brady. Amazing. Shocking. Should have seen the Browns fans like, I can't believe we actually won in overtime. So the people that were at the game got their money's worth, that's for sure. So I don't know if you have any sports fans in your house, but there's a lot going on with sports right now. Um, and obviously, the day of this recording is Sunday, November 27th. And yesterday, there was a big game, a football game, college, Ohio State versus Michigan. You might have heard about it. I was actually out and about when the beginning of the game started, and there was not much traffic. And this is like a Saturday after Thanksgiving. You'd think a lot of people would be up and around, but no, not for the Ohio State Michigan game. Ohio State did lose. So, there may be some people in your house that are still like in shock about that, if they were on the Ohio State side rooting. And and then another sport that's coming up on Tuesday, USA is in the Final Cup versus Iran. So I think a lot of people are going to be watching that. It's been a long time since USA has been in the World Cup. So much sports. I don't know if you're following any or all of that, but it's an exciting time. We need some entertainment, right? Okay, so anyways, let's get down to some more local stuff. I have a lot to talk about today. Lots of action. Well, not really action. I do talk with my hands a lot, but a lot of stuff to talk about. And behind me is a tea house, and I guess it's also a B&B in Twinsburg. I know it's not Nordonia, but it is right down the road. This is actually right on 82 in the square in Twinsburg, and it's called Green Bridge, as you can see from the sign. And it is a wonderful little tea house. Now, I think their dates for opening are limited now. They used to be open more, and then they closed down, and now they're back for special events. And so I will have a link to their website down below so you can find out more information. But I just wanted to show you inside. Is one of the things that I really liked about it is you get to pick your own teacup, and these are vintage teacups. Oh, I have a vintage teacup. I should have got one of my teacups for the show. What am I thinking? I plan out all the things I'm going to talk about, and sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But anywho, it's a great place to go if you're looking for a tea house. And it would be nice to have one in Nordonia, like open all the time. It could be tea, coffee, but it has like the teacups, and you could have high tea. And by the way, their crumpets are really good. Oh, and so I've never been to a tea house, but they have really nice things on their menu. It's a limited menu depending on the event, but like I had curry shish kebabs that were plant-based, and they were delicious. So we had not crumpets, scones, and then we had like the main course, and then we had homemade cheesecake for dessert. So everything there was just wonderful, and it was just really something special, something nice. And it's right here, not far, just down the street. All right, so let's get into some more local stuff. And I meant to tell you guys about this last week, and there's just so much to talk about, and it's probably a little bit better now to talk about this, because now we're past Thanksgiving, and we are into the holiday season. So we put it. You may have seen this article. We shared it out, and it's also been shared on other local groups. And this is not the first year. So Lily James and her family, this is going to be their fourth season, are collecting toys and gifts for kids that happen to be in the hospital over the holidays. And it started, well, this is going to be the fourth year, but the first year it started, Lily, who I believe was 7 at the time, said to her mom, because her mom said, "What would you like for Christmas?" And she's like, I don't want anything. I want to, you know, give toys to the kids that are in the hospital, because the mom worked in the hospital. So it all started with this girl, and you know, she's very special, and she wanted to give back to other kids. So that's how it all started. You know, I'm going to have the link down below so you can read all about that. But I just wanted to tell everybody about Lily and her family. And, you know, maybe you know about some family that's doing good around the holiday season. Let us know. We're always looking for new stories like this. I love stories like this. You know, let's go out and find positive things to talk about. That's what I like to do. All right, well, the other thing I like to do, if you follow me at all, is talk about new things that are happening in town, new businesses. And I've been telling you about this a while, and we were watching for it, and it finally started. It's I believe it's called iWash, car wash, and it is going in. This is right between KFC and the hotel. The name escapes me right now, but this is right on the corner of Route 8 and Highland. So if you go by there, you'll see the equipment. I've been looking, I've been waiting, because supposedly they got approval and they were supposed to start, and I wasn't sure if they were going to make it, but they have started. And next week I'll post some pictures of Don Bosch Jewelers building. Their progress is coming along great too. But just to give you more ideas about the car wash, let's see, I have an overview. So this is from Google Maps. This section right here is KFC, and then you can see this is where the car wash is going to be, and then the hotel's right there. So that's how it's going to be. I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be laid out exactly like this, because sometimes the plans change, and they may have adjusted the flow or whatever, but that is kind of gives you an idea of how it's going to look. And then I also think we have the artist rendering, and here we go. So that's how it's going to look. Not sure how they're going to fit it in there, but you know, they fit it Cleanland car wash over by the freeway in a small area, and that works out really great. So let's see. Yeah, a lot of comments about, do we need another car wash? Oh, and then a lot of people are saying, well, why can't we have, like, you know, a really nice sit down restaurant? Why can't we have this? Why can't we have that? Well, during these economic times and the supply chain issues and all of that, we are lucky to be getting any new businesses of any kind. But there's certain industries right now and certain businesses that are not building new locations. For example, the Olive Garden is not putting in new locations, you know, and you know, a lot of healthy restaurants, new healthy restaurants, I don't really see them putting up a lot of new restaurants. There's just not a lot of new, you know, you may say, oh, well, why can't we have like a tea house? And why can't we have this? And why can't we have that? It's like, well, those businesses need to decide that that they can commit the, you know, millions of dollars that cost to construct a new business or a new building, or renovate one, you know, and then there's not a lot of businesses doing that right now. And I'm shocked that we have so many construction projects as it is, with all the sourcing issues and, you know, economic uncertainty. And so we're lucky to have new businesses coming into the area. And, you know, we're still hoping to have a Merry Little Diner open soon. Tuscan Vine should be opening hopefully before the end of the year. those are sit down places. Ground Zero should be opening. That's a nice sit down place. And those three are all small businesses, they're not chains. So it's not like all we get is big chains and car washes and things like that. So we are having a variety of businesses coming to the area. Definitely before the end of the year, I will summarize all the construction projects we had this year. And I remember saying in the beginning of the year, we are going to have so many projects this year. And it took a while, but I think most of them actually did happen. And so here's something not many people know about this. I think I have the plans for this. Ta-da! You heard it here first. Chipotle is submitting plans for a drive-through. How about that? So it would take quite a bit of changes over there, because the drive-through would be on the other side, more toward Optima. But they're proposing the plans, and there's going to be some changes they have to make. They haven't been approved yet, because there's a lot for them to talk about. So that'll be something good to watch for next year. Also, the planning commission did talk about Nordstrom Rack, who's coming. If you've watched other shows or seen what we've posted, Nordstrom Rack is having issues with their plans. They haven't got anything approved yet, but they're going another round and going to have to make some more modifications. And that is going to be a major thing, because not only are they planning their spot, but they're also planning another spot in between there and the Team at J Maxx that's going in for another small business to go in there. So there's a big project, lots of moving parts to figure out, but those are some projects that we can watch out for next year. So I am looking forward to that. All right, what else? All right, so getting down to some local things that are happening. We actually posted just recently an article by Les Berman. He has been writing about the Manor House. And this is something that he put up, an article. Again, I'll have the link down below. This was a special dial service directory for the Norfolk, Macedonia area. And it started November 2nd, 1956. I wasn't even around in 1956. Well, I wasn't from this area. I grew up in Asheville County, but this was even before my time. But yeah, there was direct dial. So in the article, it mentions a few local businesses, like if you wanted to call them, what their number was. Let's see if I can find it here. It's always hard to find things. I always have a million things going on. So for example, if you wanted to call First National Bank of Akron, you would dial IM77127. Or what about Macedonia Town Hall, which was on Brandywine Road, you would dial IM77648. Or what about Flowers from Lobingers, dial IM77300. So anyways, you can read all about that. They also, he mentioned in his article that members of the Longwood Manor Historical Society will be at the Macedonia Winterfest on Saturday, December 10th from 6 to 8. Look for them in the Santa's Workshop. They'll be serving hot beverages. So there are a lot of events happening in town. Let's see, I think I have a slide here about Winterfest for Macedonia City. Here we go, Winterfest. Because a lot of people have been asking, they're changing things around a little bit. The tree lighting, Santa, reindeer, holiday, treats, ice sculptures, lighted displays, and fireworks will all be happening at Winterfest, Festival of Lights, December 7th from 6 to 8. And this is going to be at Longwood Park. So I know before they've always had the lighting ceremony at, Town Hall, but this will be able to accommodate a lot more people, and looks like they have a lot more activities. So it should be a lot of fun. Hopefully we have good weather. You never know around here what kind of weather we're going to have. Could be rain, slow, sleet, hail, could all happen the same day. So, anyways, a lot of people have been asking about that. So, I want to make sure we had that information for you. And Norfolk Center, Russ Mazzola had put out an update that Santa will be at the town hall Sunday, December 4th at 6 p.m. Stop by and say hi, have some cookies and punch. Christmas lights at town hall will be turned on, I believe, this weekend. I think he's talking about this weekend, so that's probably already happened. The new and safety administration building is coming along. The new access road is being rebuilt. So the new expected move-in date will be the beginning of January. And so the progress is going great. I think I posted last week some of the pictures from there. So the next trustee meeting for the Norfolk Center is Monday, December 9th at 7 p.m. What else? Oh yes, Norfolk Village. They are looking for, they're sending out requests for proposals for information technology consultant services, implementation, and continual maintenance and monitoring services. Those are a lot of words, a lot of big words. But anyway, I'll have a link for that too if you know somebody that would be interested in that job. And Norfolk Center is accepting letters to Santa, and there'll be a link below for that. Windmill Golf Center will have an open house on Saturday, December 3rd from 1 to 4. There'll be cookies, drinks, deals, contests, prizes, and more. Roseland is having, oh, I think I have a picture for this. Roseland is having Bowl with Santa. I mean, this is just some of the, we don't have all the things that are happening around town. There is a lot. I love this time of year. There's so much going on. Hopefully we'll have great weather for all these events. Oh, here's something new. Let me put a picture for this. CVCC is collecting wreaths. Again, you'll be able to see the information in a link that I put below. So they're asking for your help for remembering. Can I not get this? There we go. So CVCC is asking for help in honoring and remembering as many fallen heroes as possible by sponsoring remembrance wreaths. Each wreath sponsor costs $15. Cuyahoga Valley Career Center's online order group ID is blah, blah, blah to sponsor a wreath, and I'm going to have a link. And you can also get more information by contacting Power Equipment Technology instructor Gary Koenig, and the information will be there. So that is another thing that you can participate in. We also put up an article about tryptophan. Tryptophan, you can also, it's not just a turkey thing, it's also in milk. So you can read Nicole Rapp's article about that. Her and Tim Troglin have been, I was going to say tearing up our website, but that sounds bad. Giving us so many wonderful articles. I'm very thankful that we have them aboard. And then this last bit, I tend to watch a lot of shows, and especially, I was sick earlier this month. I can't even remember when exactly it was. So I had a lot of time to watch TV. I try to rest, try to take it easy. But anyways, I watched some shows recently, and I just wanted to share them with you. See what you think about them if you watch them. So there is a Netflix series called 1899, and I think it was very set in the old days, and had a lot of mystery, and I don't want to give too much of the plot away, but I just kind of felt like it dragged on too much. The very last episode was really kind of cool, but I kind of felt like the middle part is kind of lagged, and they could have fixed that up. If you saw the show, let me know what you thought in the comments. Maybe you loved it. I don't know. Recently saw the movie Slumberland with Jason Momoa. Don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. That was very nice. especially this time of year, kind of feel good kind of movies. Always have like a sad twist to it, but I enjoyed it. Also, Christmas Story, Christmas. I don't know if I'm getting the title right, but anyway, it's some of the returning cast from Christmas Story came back to do another movie, and I thought it was well done. It was done in the exact same style as the original movie, in the same house also. Like I said, some of the returning cast members came, but they also did it like, Ralphie, the way he used to think about what was, dream about things and how they showed that. I mean, it was just real similar in style. Also a tearjerker, but it's very fun. And if you enjoyed the original movie, I think you'll enjoy this one. But again, your opinion could be different than mine. Let me know what you think down below. And then I also watched another Netflix show called Wednesday. I know there's been so many Addams Family shows and this and that, and I haven't watched all of them. Um, for one reason or another. But this, first of all, it was a series, and it was all about Wednesday. And the other castmates, the players were in it. I don't think there was any original people in it at all, but it was truly a delight. I like the mystery aspect to it, like how it was, how they shot it. Yes, the cough is still hanging around. Um, but I found the Wednesday series really just very, very well done. Very good storytelling in that. So I know I talked about a lot. And there's more coming for the next week's show. So you're going to have to stay tuned. There's always something going on. So you can also post in the comments if you know about any other events happening in town for December. It's just a truly magical time of year, and there's not just one thing to do. There's lots of things to do. And I know I'm just covering, I'm just scratching the surface. So let me know what's going on. What are your plans for the holidays? What are you planning on attending? So anyways, talk to you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye everybody.